Welcome to War Games. We will get you ready for your next sales opportunity. Are you looking to win the sales battle? You have joined the right team. Here on War Games Group, we take the strategies and mindsets from the most successful salespeople and share it with you. With our help, you won't have to fail your way to the top. When it comes to crossing the minefield of sales, step in the footprints of those that crossed before you. Prepare yourself for boot camp and beyond. It's time for War Games to begin.
Shall we play a game?
Welcome, War Gamers. I'm your host, Joe, but you know that. You're not here to see me. Okay, so what I want to do today, guys, I'm really excited about the fact that I'm bringing on somebody that I was fortunate enough to meet through someone that all of you know, which is Robbie Cornelius, who has helped me tremendously over the last year. So what I've done is I met with Robbie in his mastermind, and as we were going through, he brought in a guest. The guest, as you saw in all of the prompts, was Greg Ryder. He's the CEO of LaunchCart. And so what he did was he shared with us, which is what I'm asking him to do today, to share with us what's going on. Now, he's limited on time, right? We're limited on time, but he's launched the company today. Right, it's February 9th, so he's been back to back. He went live today on Facebook. I saw him with his shoes that he was putting up. But what we are talking about is the digital marketing guru, Greg Ryder. So I'm going to pull some VIPs up on the screen just because they look prettier than me. Okay. Greg, at the age of 21, so I want you guys to understand the level of individual we're bringing on to the show today, right? At the age of 21, he was the youngest owner of a full-service investment bank. Okay, we're talking like in the history of the U.S. This is how impressive this guy is. Okay, he is the entrepreneur's best friend in the fact that for the past 15 years, he's coached thousands of entrepreneurs. He helps you get capital. He helps you focus on your business. And today, what he's going to share with us is that he is going to help us to capitalize in the digital space, and how do you, as I like to do, is add the income streams for the year. So I want to add more income streams, and that's what I want to do with Greg, is have him share with us how to make an additional income stream this year and how to actually capitalize on it. And I believe he's got the product that we all need to know. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Greg Ryder. Greg, welcome.
Thanks. You was like sitting in that green room in cyberspace, listening to somebody introduce you. It's like, oh man, I want to crawl under a rock. It's like, I'm just, I one time I had a business card and I put on it AAGG, Greg Ryder, title AAGG. And they said, what's that stand for? I'm like, I'm just an all around good guy, man. I just like to help people.
Oh, I love that. Switch with me, Greg. I want you to have the big box. There you go.
Okay.
Now Greg is back. But
no, I appreciate it.
All around good guy. I agree. When I met you last week, it was like, oh, this dude is just literally, guys, he's like this angel that can come down and save your business that's out there and help you to get to that next level.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I appreciate giving me some time here and to share some wisdom and some insights. I'm getting ready to turn 60 in 3 days. So the 12th is my birthday, and I'm hitting 60 years old. And I like to always start, and you tell me how you want this to flow, but I started really young, as you said, 21 years old. And if you've ever read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that book was written about me. Literally, that was how I grew up. My dad taught me how to invest when I was 19. I became a stockbroker when I was 21. I became the youngest owner of investment bank in the history of the country. And I've just been an early adapter. I learned marketing, business, finance, coaching, consulting, all that stuff. And so I've just seen a lot. And I have way more failures than successes. And you know what they say about failures? You got to learn from them, right? So I like to use that to share my wisdom with other people that really want to, create jobs, make money, do things for themselves, and run their own lives. And I believe in this term cooperative capitalism, which this is a perfect example of what Joe's doing here, is by introducing me to you. Maybe I can help you. Maybe you can help me. Maybe I can help them, right? But we all cooperate together. Competitive capitalism is broken. This country's proven it. And if we just start figuring out what cooperative capitalism is, it's better for everybody.
Sorry, I agree. That's impressive. And again, we all know this because in the War Games group, the answer is like, for example, Natalie has a show. I said, Natalie, I'm going to introduce you to Greg, and you can talk to Greg because Greg may be on your show that's out there. We have my number one heckler, which is Ron Siegel, who's joined us as well. Ron has a radio show that goes all over. And so, Natalie, Greg is actually in California. So it's not like when we have the Gittimers on and they're like, we're in New York and you guys suck. No, he gets to hang out with us over here. So that's a good thing. And so Ron's got a radio show. So Greg could be a guest on the radio show that we go through. So we all believe in taking care of one another in the group to make sure that we go ahead. Amy Lee is typing in, even though she's there with her panda sweater on the screen. So, but yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, ooh, we can actually get the cooperative capitalism, the collaborative capitalism. This is going to benefit everybody because we take that. And I believe there is enough for us, right? Everybody who's on the screen with us now is at the abundance. I don't have to make money in spite of your money, right? To take it away from you. And when I saw Greg come out and say, guys, look, so again, go to his website, gregreiter.com. You're going to find out there is he's got a whole baller reel where it's like every big name you've ever thought of is standing next to him, and they're trying to get next to him in the picture, right? And so, but what I want you guys to look at is to say, is this something that I could implement to make myself some money? Because in the world of being online, if you can't capitalize on your online presence, then all you're doing is entertaining. And again, if Grant Cardone says that the money follows the attention. So if you have attention but nowhere for someone to go, that's where I think the biggest breakdown was. I did Ken Wall's show the other night, and I said, here's how you're going to develop some income streams and capitalize on live streaming. And one of the biggest pieces was Launchcart. And I was like, go to joinlaunchcart.com. I bought that URL, but to point it over to my referral link. But when you look at that and you say, okay, guys, boom, there's 5 people that signed up that night. And it was like, okay, because why? And everybody's in the group going, here's the product I just made. Here's what I have in my store. Here's what we have here, right? I just signed up my son to get his own launch cart because he said, Dad, what about the clothing business? I go, I found a much better way. Greg has simplified it so much and made it so entrepreneurial friendly that you could be selling something an hour after the show today. And so, Greg, if you would take it away and let them know exactly what you've gone through to get this launched and get it up there so that we can take advantage of it.
Okay, how much time do we have?
We usually go about 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
We can go as far as 3 p.m.
All right, let me share my screen if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Share screen. Boom, boom. And I'll give you guys a little bit. There we go.
Okay, so I'll make it a little smaller there. So the screen's bigger. There we go.
So just to give you a little background, I started this company called Celebrity Lifestyle Brands about 5 years ago. And the idea was we would partner with celebrities and influencers and help them develop a brand into a company, leveraging social media and basically turn their followers into buyers and using e-commerce. And we work with everybody from Sofia Vergara, Carlos Santana, Beth Frankel, and just and here's a video of Damon John giving a shout out to my partner, how he scaled his business from 100 million to 400 million. And so that's kind of how this all started. And then through this process, we decided to create what we call Launch Cart. And the idea was we were going to help them monetize their fan base through e-commerce, right? And in doing that, we're like, okay, we got to create a better mousetrap because Shopify really didn't meet our needs. We were working with these celebrities, didn't do what we want to. My bills was anywhere from $1,600 to $2,600 a month just for the Shopify platform. And I thought we can create our own platform. So we've created Launchcart. It's launchcart.com. You can build an online store in minutes. We call it the on-demand e-commerce platform. And we have what we call marketers tools. And we're always teaching people you need to be a marketer, but not a dabbler, not a thinker, a marketer. Like we have to be a marketer. Once you learn how to market, you're going to make money no matter what business you're in, right? So we teach people marketing. And one of the things that's unique about our platform is it has bump offers and upsells. And if anyone's ever heard of a little company called ClickFunnels, we've built in ClickFunnels into an e-commerce platform. So we're literally a Shopify alternative with ClickFunnels funnels built into it. And we also are final stages of our live stream selling beta, where you can use a platform just like StreamYard, live stream, but have a little overlay on your live stream and the countdown timer like you're doing your own home shopping network. And we have a whole what we call source and sell marketplace. I'm going to show you all this live in a few seconds here. And you can just find the source products you don't have to pay for. But what we do is we take pride in this quote right here. It's the simplest platform I've used to build an online store, and I've tried them all. We hear that constantly all the time, and even Joe mentioned it a second ago. And then one last little thing I'm going to tease you guys with and show you here in a second. That this is what's really cool. I tell people I've got that Cinderella story. No, literally, I've got the Cinderella story. We acquired the worldwide exclusive rights to create products around the brands and the iconic fairy tale characters called Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid, Rapunzel, Tinkerbell, Mother Goose, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, and on and on and on and on and on. Okay. And in our license agreement, we can allow launch cart sellers to become authorized resellers. So you don't have to write that 7-figure check to become a licensor. You don't have to guarantee revenues. You don't have to do everything that we did to get the license. You just have to become a launch cart customer. Now, what does that mean, really? Let me give you just a couple examples. So my wife and I, we wanted to start a little side hustle as well as create a case study. So we said, what would we want to do? And we thought, okay, what's a really good niche online that we're passionate about, that we like? Well, I like coffee, and we also like dogs, and we also really have a couple friends of mine that are in the dog rescue business. They have a dog rescue, places. And I thought, wow, what if we created a site that catered to coffee lovers, but also catered to dog lovers, and also catered to people that are fanatic about dog rescue? And then we ended up coming up with the name Rescue Joe, right? And then Rescue Joe was like, drink a cup, save a pup. My wife came up with that cute little tagline. Then we went out and found a coffee company that will private label, white label coffee for me and drop ship it to my customers. So you can see here, this is our dark roast Rescue Joe drink a cup. I buy these bags for $8, sell them for $13.97, donate a little bit of money to a dog rescue, and they drop ship the coffee for me. In addition, we create accessories and cups, and I love pit bulls, and I love golden retrievers, and I love all kinds of different coffee mugs and different things. I'm going to add dog snacks. Now I also started working on getting a coffee maker and coffee rescue things. So that's just an example of what you can do. And to give you an idea, this entire store was built in about 6 to 7 hours on our platform, ready to go, ready to accept money, ready to make sales. So that's one example. Oops. Another one I wanted to show you was my daughter's. So my daughter is a single 27-year-old mom, and she considers herself a dope mama. And as a dope mama, she wanted to create a little side hustle and make some extra income. So she started to come up with these designs. I'm not a regular mom. I'm a dope mama. And just different things, and embroidered hats and t-shirts and hoodies. And she created all these designs, and she bought some of the designs off Etsy for a couple dollars. And she's got bags and tote bags and tie-dye hoodies and hats and stickers, all kinds of cool stuff. And again, this site was built in about 4 to 6 hours. It was ready to go, ready to accept money, all ready to go. So there's another example. Then to kind of show you what we're doing with the Toon Studios. So we're building thousands and thousands and thousands of products with Cinderella on them, and fairy godmothers and different things. And these are examples of what you could sell in a store if you were a launch cart customer, and you could add these kind of products to your store, and you could sell these products for your store. Now, keep in mind, these are all what we call print on demand and manufacture on demand, meaning that they make this mug, when we sell it, they print it and they ship it. These backpacks are actually printed on the material, cut, and then sewn. So they're actually manufacture on demand. Now, you might want to create your own branded backpack and put your own logo, your own designs. You're creative, you're an artist, whatever. You want to put your own branded stuff. They're really nice backpacks, and they are manufactured on demand. And the same thing goes with like leggings and things of that nature. So that's one thing. And the other thing that's kind of cool about our license is we understand that most of the fairy tale characters are good for kids, right? But I wanted something for the, you know, older generation, so to speak, right? So we worked with our licensor. We said, hey, can we do some creative stuff like this? And I love this design, by the way. We haven't launched this yet. We haven't sold it, but you guys let me know if you think this will sell. And I don't know, can you see this, what that design says? It's Snow White holding a knife saying, thou shalt not try me, mood 24/7. So is there any women out there that kind of fits their personality?
I've already put them on the screen with us. Just a couple.
Oh, so you should have ordered them ahead of time, right? Right. So these are the kind of things that we can do with what we call the rebel tunes, right? And we've got Tinkerbell with tattoos and earrings and things like that. We kind of really go off, and we're also in the middle of creating a line of African American princesses, because our licensor, he owns the actual word mark. So he owns the Snow White word mark. He owns Cinderella word mark. Everyone thinks it's Disney, but it's not Disney. And so because he owns the word mark, we can create a lot of variations of these princesses and and these characters. And here's another one. If you like Tinkerbell, but you also like a martini, we got Drinkerbell for you. So pretty cool stuff. And again, our license allows others to make a resale and do this kind of stuff. So let me now show you another one. So here's a company that is selling. They do about $2 million a year. They're doing about $10,000 a day right now, and they make jewelry. And to give you an idea, you know, this is kind of personalized. The jewelry is kind of the same, but what we do is we personalize these boxes to my badass daughter. Whenever you feel inadequate, unworthy, or unloved, remember whose daughter you are and straighten your crown. I will love you always. And they sell these from um, our store. And these boxes are manufactured on demand, and of course the jewelry just goes in it. But they print these special sayings up. So as people get involved with Launch Cart, this is a new product line we're adding to our product line. You'll be able to. I wonder if I have.
So
I
that's
have
something that we would be able to sell within our own store.
correct.
Okay.
As
So
well
then
as
you guys don't have to design your own version of it. You can get your own. Ron Siegel said, can I create the Ron Siegel radio store for his listeners to get Ron Siegel
absolutely.
radio gear?
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. And we've built, I don't know, a dozen or more stores for radio show hosts. So love to talk to you about that, because again, that's perfect, right? You get your own merch, your coffee mugs, your water bottles, that kind of stuff. And this jewelry, so you can see here, to my daughter, the beauty, right? And we got Elle from Beauty and the Beast, and then the little saying. So you'll be able to have, we'll create hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these pre-designs, but then if you want to create your own design, you could do that as well. So very, very cool. That's the jewelry. Um, and then I wanted to show you this one too. Oops, it went to the wrong screen. So there's a couple other opportunities here, and I know this is something that Joe was interested in too. So another opportunity, let's say that you're the kind of person that says, I like graphics, I like building, I like creating, I'm a former webmaster, I'm like whatever. You could go and build stores for people. Okay, you could build stores for people and charge them money. And I'll give you an example. So this company is a movie production company, and they just did a movie with Dolly Parton. And for this older generation on this call, you remember the movie 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton, Jane Fonda, and Lily Tomlin. It was the very first movie to bring attention to women's empowerment and women's equal pay and equal rights for women. Well, they just did a documentary about that cult classic 40 years later, basically saying we're still working 9 to 5, not much has changed. Anyway, they called me up and said, hey, we've had a company, we're trying to get a store built. We haven't been able to get anywhere. We heard you're the guy. And I said, what do you need? This was on Monday about noon. And they said, we're doing I said, when do you want the site live? They said, well, we wanted it live on Wednesday because we're doing a press release on Wednesday, but we know that's probably not even capable. And we started talking, and I said, well, do you have the artwork? Do you have the logo? Well, we got the artwork, we got the logo, we got the color palettes. I said, I'll have you live by Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. Like, what? That's impossible. I'm like, nope. And so we created this storefront with coffee mugs and shirts and bags, and we created it. Now I had to have a few people put on it, but we created it. Now this store, we charge them $3,000 to build. Okay, $3,000 to build. Anybody on this call could build the store, and you could have pocketed that $3,000. It's not hard, and once you get really good at it, you can really do well at it. And we're actually coming up with what we call the Launch Cart Partners Program, and we're going to basically take you through a certification course of building stores, and then you become a certified, store builder with us, and you can build stores, and then we'll refer you business because I get people every day wanting us to build stores for them. And let me just show you real quick how easy this is. Let me log into Rescue Joe. Where did Rescue Joe go? Did I close it out? Hold on.
I think it became the Dope Mama.
Yeah. So I'm gonna log. Oh, that's ever. I gotta log out of that one. Log out of there.
And I will tell you guys, just watching what he's doing right now, I put my link in there, the neverbenormalstore.com, right? So I went and bought the URL and forwarded to my Never Be Normal store that's there. But just something as simple as, and I put in the comments earlier, you can go to Fiverr, you can go to Etsy and have somebody make you a logo, make you something that's going to be unique to you and your brand if you don't have it already. And then you can put it together. You can have somebody make a design for you of something you want to put on a shirt, a hat, something like that. So in my store, it took me probably 20 minutes once I filled out all the stuff. Greg has gone all the way through to the point where he's offered you standard return policy things, how to do all of these different, if you pull up and go, do you want to rewrite the whole contractual stuff? You just go use sample, and then you go through and filter out what is relevant for you in there for returns, for cancellations, for chargebacks, for all of the different things that come with a business. But as you look at the screen, you pick what you want. So I grabbed my 21-year-old the other day and I said, well, let's play with this. And it was 9 o'clock at night. And so he came over and he pulled up and designed a hoodie really quick. He's like, we already have our logo, Dad, from years ago. And it was like, oh, boom. And so when you look at this, so Miss Pepper said, can I sell digital products too in this platform?
Yes, you can. We actually allow digital products, and you can sell digital products, and we have people selling digital courses and digital downloads, and right now I'm kind of logged into the store built the print on demand catalog, and there's just, you can see under the men's catalog, tank tops, t-shirts, 3/4 long sleeve, all over, embroidered polo, men's hoodies, men's sweatshirts, men's jackets, men's bottoms, leggings, sweatpants, underwear, clothing. And then you go to women's, and it's the same thing. There's just hundreds and hundreds: tank tops, dresses, sweatshirts, swimwear, bodysuits, jackets, leggings, shorts, skirts, sweatpants, and like if you're into like athletic wear, we have, sports bras, things of that nature. Under kids, you got t-shirts, all over prints, onesies, baby bodysuits, swimwear, hoodies, jackets, hats, accessories, tote bags, backpacks, fanny packs, laptop cases, duffel bags, iPhone. I mean, literally, it just keeps going and going and going and going, right? So let me just show you how easy it is to do. Let's say we're going to do a coffee mug. So I'm going to click on this coffee mug, and I'm going to have to log in here. Hold on. And it seems to always slow down when I'm doing this live streaming, but let's see here.
That's because there's no pressure on you when you're sitting by yourself, just trying to add a coffee mug. So it's only when everybody's watching you try to add a coffee mug. Yeah.
It's just the internet, right, just gets so much bandwidth taken from the live stream. So our provider that we work with is called Printful. And the reason we have an integration with Printful, and we originally went with Printful, and we're going to integrate with other providers, they have a worldwide footprint. So they have facilities in Australia, United Kingdom, Japan, Canada. So literally you can sell stuff all over the world and get your products delivered. And most print on demand providers don't do that, but we are integrating with other print on demand providers like the jewelry company and some metal art and things of that nature. So now that I'm logged in, let me go back. So you click create new, you click print on demand. And I'll show you one other thing too. We have a design marketplace. So let's say you want to create a faith-based store, or you want to create a patriotic store, and you don't have any designs. You go into our design marketplace, and we have thousands and thousands of designs, and we're always adding new designs. But here's how easy it is to create a product. So now that I'm logged into my fulfillment provider, I'm going to pull up the product creation tool, and it's going to load any second now. Once it loads, it's going to give me the chance to choose an image to put on this coffee mug, right? So here it comes, and here it comes, here it comes, here, wait for it.
It's on its way. It really is. Yes.
So I click right there, and let's say I'm going to add this design right here that says Love Dog, red, white, and blue. So now I can move it, and I want on one side of the cup, I want on both sides of the cup, or if I want to just duplicate it, if I want to change the background color, I can change the background color. Whatever I want to do, I can change it. And then I'm going to duplicate that real quick. And actually, I think I'll just leave it right there. Now I can look at it as a mock-up view, and it'll automatically create a mock-up as if I did a photo shoot and show me what it looks like. So see, it's only on one side on the mug, and I might want it on both sides, right? It's like, okay, so let's go back to design view, and let's go ahead and duplicate that. So if we go to product, there's a duplicate button somewhere. I don't see it. Oh, there it is, duplicate. I duplicate that and I put on both sides. Now it's going to be on both sides of the mug. And I'm like, okay, I'm good with that. So now I'm going to proceed to mock-ups. And now it gives me a choice. Do I want donuts around it, pineapples around it, watermelon, cutting boards? What do I want there? Do I want a girl holding it? Do I want it at Halloween? Do I want a holiday? Do I want Valentine's Day? Do I want spring and summer? Do I want red, white, and blue? I'm going to do red, white, and blue because it was kind of red, white, blue image. Now it says proceed to pricing or proceed to details. So now I'm going to give it a title. So this is going to be the Love Dog white glossy mug. I proceed to pricing. Now it shows me my cost is $7.95 to $11.84. The 15 ounce is $11.84. The 7 ounce is $7.95. I can price it and give it whatever pricing I want, and then it tells me what my profit is. So I'm going to raise this price to say $15.50, and I'll go $16.50 on the bigger one, and then it tells me what my profit is right here, $6, and tells me what my profit is. I hit submit to the store. Now while I'm submitting it to the store, it's doing a photo shoot, it's writing the product descriptions for me, it's sending everything to the fulfillment house, it's sending everything to launch cart, and this is going to be ready for me to give it one last once over. And then when I give it a once over, then we can publish it and actually have it for sale in the store. So I look at the name, here's the product description, 11-ounce mug, 15-ounce mug, dishwasher safe. Here's my mock-ups. I'm going to move this mock-up there because I want that mock-up there better. I'm going to come down here to the bottom, and everything looks good to me. So I just come down here and hit save, and boom, now it's actually submitting it to the store, and it's going to make it live in the store right now. So you could go buy this mug right now at this link right here. So you can do that with all of those hundreds of products that I showed you. So there it is for sale in the store, $15.50. If I change the 15 ounce, it goes to $16.50. There's the mock-ups, and you can go buy that product and it's going to be shipped to you. That's how easy it is to build a store on LaunchCart. And so let's maybe open it up for Q&A and see if there's any questions I can answer.
So, like, for example, let me bring some people back up because it was there. There they are. So when we looked at this, like, for example, Amy Lee wrote a best-selling children's book. And so, look, she has it with her. Yes. So if you look at the book, she could legit take that character, the panda that's on the cover, or the other ones that are in the book, and she could put out a whole line of coffee mugs that are for the kids, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, things like that. And so my thing is for example, guys, we're live streaming. So the whole goal was, if you're going to live stream, if you're going to put yourself out there, then what do you need to do? You need to have a place for people to go to so that they can purchase things from you. And we're too busy saying, I want to go out and provide value, but I'm not providing the ability for someone to actually come in and purchase something from you. So, for example, like when I built my store, it was a matter of minutes that I had things. So I went, Amy Lee and I are, and Natalie too, are part of Club Connects. And so Club Connects, the social media groups that we're building to go from social media to social meeting. And so it's all across the United States. So in the store that I built, I actually have men's high top shoes and women's high top shoes. Greg was showing the launch cart version of the ones he has today, he put out. And I went through and said, oh, let me build shoes. And it took me 10 minutes to have shoes for sale that are branded mine. And I was like, this is just hilarious to me that this came up so easily. And to put it in there and say, that's great. If we need to make swag for people, we can go do that. And we can put it all together in one area so that we can say, guys, create something so that people can get more of you in their life. And so I think that's the way you want to do it.
It's such a great example, right? And it's so cool. And some people do local business, whether it's a softball team or a different team. You can create all the shirts for them, put all the numbers on them if you wanted to go that route. But the idea that you could take that book and take the images and graphics from the book and make baby onesies and baby T-shirts, and I don't know that coffee mugs are going to be good for the kids, but I know that my granddaughter sees me drinking
for Sundays,
she
for ice cream Sundays. Throw it in the coffee cup. Yes,
right. But here's the example of the shoes that he was talking about, right? So you got these just high top tennis shoes that we designed the entire wrapper, and they actually manufacture these on the design. They print the fabric, they cut the fabric, then they glue all the stuff together, and they make this stuff, and then they even put your logo on the inseam of my logo launch carts on the heel right there. So it's all branded to my brand, and it's just endless where this is going and what you can do with this platform. And the idea is eliminating inventory costs, eliminating risk of getting stuck with inventory, but giving you the ability to earn money and profits and get people wearing and sporting your brand out there.
So Sandy Archer just joined. She said, look, I got her. She started her store. And one of the things I'll tell you guys when I look at this is that if you also look and say, when you like that button, and I noticed this because I built the shoes once and then realized I only had the logo on one side of a shoe. Right. And I was like, well, maybe I can put it on both sides of the shoes. Wouldn't that be great if the right shoe and the left shoe had the logo on it? Right. And so then all of a sudden I saw the little button that says it's a branding thing. So I clicked the button and it added it to the tongue, added it to the heel on the inside and on the outside. And I was like, okay, Greg, you've made it so easy. Even I can't screw this up.
Yeah, and then it comes in a box that's branded, so it's
there's
cool.
a sticker on the box that'll match whatever whatever you created. I mean, to me, it's just, again, in the world of how do I build myself a passive income stream, the answer is set yourself up. Now, also, Greg, when you go through and put these in, there's special spots for me to tag certain things in my store. So, for example, this would be tagged shoes, or it'd be tagged men's. Right. So I could add those tags. So if somebody clicks men's and they say they just want to look what we have in the store for men's, then it'll pull up everything that I've tagged with that. And
right.
So I went in and built with my logo iPhone case. I clicked the button and said, oh, I want to put an iPhone case with the never be normal people get normal results. Right. I put that one on an iPhone case and it put it on like 11 different versions of iPhone. So anybody can go in and go click, I have an iPhone 6. And you're like, where you been? But they may have one. And then they can go get that case for it. But I only built one thing and said, make all of these. And it adds it to it and puts it together. And then what Greg said before was like the ClickFunnels thing. You can go a down sale, an up sale, right? Make anything you want to do that's here.
Yeah, and plus we have a whole page builder. So we're launching like a page builder funnel where you could just build a page and an opt-in page, capture their lead, send them into the checkout, get the checkout, then upsell, downsell, whatever you want. And here I'm showing off the marketplace for for design. So if you don't have any designs, like I'm not a designer, I can't create designs to save my life. So you can come in here and I just type in faith. And there's all kinds of, designs about faith. Keep Christ in Christmas and Merry Christmas to you all. Jesus is love and wait for the Lord and crosses and just pages and pages and pages of designs and different colors, black and white. This one was a really big seller for me at one point, The Real Men Pray. And there's this one at Christmas time, Keep Christ in Christmas. We sold a ton of shirts with the T in Christmas across. So it's really endless what you can do here. And this kind of shows what they look like on a white background. But if I click here, what's it look like on a black background? So now I know what the designs look like on a black shirt. And I can change the color to see what the designs look like in any color. And we're going to be opening this up to other artists. We're in beta right now. So if you're an artist, you want to create designs, upload them in here and sell them. You can put whatever price you want to have. See, this one's $5, $5, $5. Some of them are 1, some are 5, some are 3. You can price your designs however you want, and then we revenue share with you when they sell.
That's amazing. So, and then one of the things, like to get to Cinderella or something like that, what would be the process to get to those to pull them over?
Okay, so that is being created now. My programmers are behind a little bit on me. It was supposed to be done February 5th, but now it's looked like it's going to be March. But you're going to come in here and you're going to see a source and sell app. Nice. And you're going to click on that. And once you click on the source and sell, it says it's coming soon. What's coming soon? And then, but you're going to be able to click in it, and it's going to have you give you a whole database. I actually can show you. Might as well show you, huh? I'll show you what it looks like in another. So we have hooked it up to Shopify. We do have Shopify sellers that can also, because a lot of people are going, I already have a store on Shopify, and I can't switch to Launchcart right now, or whatever. What did I just do? But they want to sell the stuff on their Shopify account. So we created a Shopify app, and the source and sell is also being launched in Shopify. So, and you can search by Tinkerbell or Cinderella, and all the products will come up. This moves so slow with this live streaming.
And so you guys offer different plans, right? Like, so Ron said, which plan did you get? I just signed up for the free plan right now, only because I just wanted to start seeing if it works, right? I was like, I need to see how easy it is, because I will tell you guys in complete honesty with me, a week before I met Greg, right, I had gone on, said, I need to find something to sell products on. And everybody says, drop ship. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that means something to somebody, not to me. And so I went in there and said, how do I do this? So I went to Shopify. I went and I signed up for the 14-day trial. Then business happened. So as business happened, what happened to me, I completely forgot, and they hit my credit card for a year worth of something. And I was like, ugh. All of a sudden it goes, you just got charged. Welcome to Shopify. Right. And I'm like, I did nothing for 14 days. So then I said, ugh, this is painful. And I said, I don't know what it is I'm going to do. Then 5 days later, Greg comes onto the scene. Right. And he comes in swooping in with the launch cart. And I'm like, wait, this looks so much easier. And I have access to other people's designs already to make something. And I can upload stuff. I'm like, this is just too easy to not do it. So like, if you go into mine, I've already put in my Stripe, I've put in all of the different things, and Greg's already got the email process down. So as soon as you sign up, it pops up, says, hey, don't forget to do this. Hey, don't forget to do this. Hey, don't forget. And I'm like, dude, I didn't leave the platform till it was ready to sell a phone case the first night.
Yeah, no, and we appreciate that. That's what we wanted to accomplish. So I'm so glad to hear that. And we have a free plan. You can get started for free, and you can stay on free forever. Now, if you're on the free plan, we take 3% of your sales, right? So at 3% of your sales, if you make $1,000, it's like paying $30 a month. If you make $2,000, it's like paying $60 a month. When you start making $4,000 or $5,000, you might say, well, let me jump up to the $27 a month plan. So we have a zero free plan, a $27 plan, a $97 plan, a $297 plan. So depending on how serious you are and the dollar volume you're going to go through this. And I'll tell you something else. I had a guy talk to me today, and I'm going to do the same thing. He's going to use Launchcart to charge for consulting services. So buy 1 hour of my time, buy 5 hours of my time, buy 10 hours, buy blocks of time of consulting and coaching, and just use this as a means to display what you get, the expectations, and to accept the credit card transactions. Simple, easy. Oh yeah, so Ron's talking about Stripe. So right now you either create a new Stripe account, and Stripe, for those who don't know, is a merchant provider. They're the people that accept the credit cards for you. Everyone is pre-approved for a merchant account, right? And that's the other thing. A lot of people have a hard time getting a merchant account is a pain. So we work with Stripe. Everybody gets a pre-approved Stripe account, and make sure you set up your privacy policies, your terms of service. Because if you start rocking sales and Stripe comes to look at your store and you don't have that, they're going to hold your money up. But our system, as Joe said, click a button and it makes all that stuff for you. Um, and then we also work with PayPal because some people prefer PayPal and some people like to use both. Here's Stripe and PayPal. And depending on if you're running funnels, I always recommend Stripe if you're running funnels, because funnels on PayPal, they make you put the credit card information in every single time. Even though it is a funnel, it's a one-click upsell, they still make you put the credit card in again. Whereas Stripe, we hold the credit card kind of in cyberspace, and it's just one click. Yep, I want that. Yep, one click, I want that. So I never use PayPal when I'm doing funnels. But PayPal, if you're not doing funnels, it is good to add to your store because people trust PayPal. They know they can get a refund through PayPal. And the biggest issue we have on driving sales to our kind of stores is getting trust from the customer. Yeah, no, and if you already have a Stripe account, you can use your existing Stripe account. You just connect it up. You might want to create a separate Stripe account, a sub account. Like you could log into Stripe, it says add another account just for accounting purposes to kind of keep things straight depending on what you're doing. And the other really cool thing about LaunchCart is you can do multi-store management. So with multi-store management, you can manage as many stores as you want under one login. So like if I go here, you can see I got Inspiration by God, I got Lifestyle Wealth Solutions, I got Stand Up for Your Country, I got VIP Influencer Party. So I've created a whole bunch of stores based on various things I was doing at the time, and I just manage them all from one little platform.
And you could also build a store for someone else that you manage and charge them a certain amount a month too, right?
Yep.
So he can pull up, and if somebody goes, "Oh, I want this, great, let's go do this," right? And put in a different one. But Natalie, to your point when you said, what is it? So if you look, this is my official LaunchCart store name, right? So it's the Never Be Normal with the dashes LaunchCart store shop. Then I went into my URL purchasing and I bought neverbenormalstore.com and forwarded it here. So that way I can brand the one that they can remember. Easy.
Wait, and then if you jump to the $27 plan, you can mask that within the panel. That is one of the paid features that you can mask. You can have your own custom domain.
Yeah, and again, if he's taking 3%, get in there and jump in, start it, and then I would say roll up to the bigger one and get yourself rolling.
And if you are on this call and you want us to build a store for you, my daughter, that's what she does. She builds stores. We have a team of people that build stores. We'd be more than happy to talk to you about building the store. And then we do have affiliate commission. So if you did do that, real transparency, Joe would be compensated for that, for getting me on his show. And then if you refer me people, you'll get your commission. Or if you want to become a certified store builder, we can talk about that too.
But I went in because Greg had shown this and he said, we have affiliates. And if somebody's paying every month, you can participate. And I was like, well, what? And so I clicked, signed up for the affiliate program. Then I bought joinlaunchcart.com because Robbie Cornelius and I were both on there buying URLs at the same time to try to beat each other. And so he was in there. I'm like, too late, already got it. And then all I did was take joinlaunchcart.com and point it to my referral one. So the referral link. So now he also, Greg, again, remember you're dealing with an e-commerce guru here. So in the URL for your referral link, he allows you to change the last designator. So I added Genius to the last of it. So if it got down to it, I could tell you what it was, as opposed to saying use joinlaunchcart.com. So you have that. And again, everything I've seen from him is just putting the money where your mouth is here.
You said that thing, drop shipping. And just to show you what's possible, I was doing drop shipping in 2018, and through September 2018 through August 2019, I did 17 million in sales. From 0 to 17 million, I sold 400,000 people a product doing drop shipping. Look at this. This 1 month, we almost hit 3 million in a month. We had 59,000 orders in 17 days. So
that's so amazing.
E-commerce is a worldwide opportunity. Worldwide, right? You're selling. It's like there's a worldwide mall, and I have this funny picture here. I always tell people, we were sitting around talking one day, talking about how hot the internet was and how hot e-commerce was. And somebody said, Well, you'd have to be living under a rock if you don't know how hot e-commerce is. So I Googled living under a rock, and I found the only guy in the world that doesn't know how hot e-commerce is right there.
That is just amazing.
Is that a
Yes, I
classic?
love it. But to me, guys, the bottom line is Greg has gone forth, done all the work ahead of time to say, let me make it easy for you to sell a product, right? Let me make it so that you don't have a whole garage full of product waiting to go through. Now, if you do, that's the first option that says, I have my own product. I have my own stuff. And you upload the quantities in there so they can keep track of it to let you know that, you know, you're running out of whatever it is. But to stop and say, you have your own product, you want to sell it. The second thing is let's make what you dream of and make it a reality so you can sell it. And then third is, hey, go grab a design from our design teams and put it together, right? I went in there and I was like, hey, what if I don't want to make a sappy shirt logo or something like that? So I went in there and put heart in the design center, found one that has a giant heart that's like pastel, looks like chalk, and then underneath it says you. So now it says love you. I'm like, great, there's a hoodie. I'm gonna put it on there and go through. It has nothing to do with my brand. Okay. But at the same time, if I put it there, I sure can do it. And on everything that Greg puts in there, there's at the end of your product, there's an Seo tags. There's all of these things that you can go into to make sure you can rank for things. And yes, Ron, I've always had a pink hoodie. So, but now it has a
the other option is the other thing is the fourth option, where it's like Amy Lee has her book. She could sell her book, but now she can expand her product line with, you know, coffee mugs, water bottles, baby onesies, baby bibs, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, and now she can really start to build a brand around that and increase her average order value. Hey, with this book, would you like this? And it's just a great gifting set and that kind of stuff. So.
Right. And again, guys, my whole goal and the whole reason I asked Greg to come on, one, because Greg's built a fantastic product. The second part is because I want you to make money and I want you to put together. But again, guys, it took me less than an hour to make a phone case that I can sell online. Okay. And if you look at it, again, all of those options, Justin, it's scrolling across the screen, but I appreciate you asking. Where do I sign up? Go to joinlaunchcart.com. That's my referral link. Ken Walls will be proud.
Joinlaunchcart.com. And you know how much he makes when you sign up for a free account?
Yes.
Nothing.
Exactly. Exactly.
But if 2 months from now, a month from now, 5 months from now, 6 months from now, you say, hey, I'm doing well, I'm upgrading to a paid plan, he's going to get his commission. And when you sign up for your account, you're going to log on your profile and you have an affiliate link. Every single person has an affiliate link. And all you got to do is get 2 or 3 paying customers and your paying account is free.
Right. Ron, that's the only reason I did. The same reason only reason Ron had me on his show was I had affiliate links to War Games. And so he was like, well, let me go get a URL and set it up. But so Greg, are you saying Joe is getting paid what he's worth because he gets 0? Yes. See, I told he is the #1 heckler, self-proclaimed. But guys, I just want you to see Greg has taken the time, put a business together and made it so that you can make your business better. And at some point, even if you guys don't have a business right now, you do when you go sign up for free at the joinlaunchcart.com. Go there. You have a business now. You can go in there, grab designs, put out stuff, and just direct people to your website. It's not hard to go into Facebook or any social media and put a link together. So it's amazing. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate your time.
Again, thank you. I love sharing the vision, as you can tell. I'm passionate about it. And we want to empower more people, right?
Yes, absolutely. I want everybody to make more money this year than they ever have. And then they can all come back and go, well, you know, when Greg joined onto the War Game stage, changed my life. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, no, I like that idea too. There's no reason that depending on your skill set and what you want to do, you can make lots of money, $10,000 a month. And building stores making $10,000 a month is a faster way to cash. just because you're charging people $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to build a store. And believe me, when I built that store for that movie production company and $3,000, and I had it up and running in less than 24 hours from when they gave me the designs, I blew their minds. They couldn't believe it. And any other web design firm in Los Angeles or e-commerce firm would have charged them 15 to 20 grand and taken 3 weeks to 2 months to build that store.
It's a true statement. Natalie, any questions? You could do life insurance month sweatshirts up the wazoo. She's also got her own brand. Natalie's becoming her own brand.
Great, for sure. So that would be the thing. I'd love to have you on our show for sure.
Oh, okay. Please. I love it.
Yeah.
I always teach the public ask. Always ask in public so Greg can't say no. What's he going to look at you and go, hell no? Yes.
Wait, how much are you going to pay me? What's that going to cost?
Yes, exactly.
No, I would love that. I literally, so we've been in beta for over a year and a half. We've had over 33,200 people sign up on our platform up until about January. And we officially launched February 2nd. And the reason why I did that, going from a business wisdom standpoint, is look, I had to get the feature set to where the real players in the e-commerce world will go, wow, the writers crushed it with this one, right? And I just didn't have it. I didn't have it. So literally for 3 years, we've been putting millions of dollars into this platform, and we officially launched February 2nd. So just like a week ago. So you guys are coming in. So I'm out there doing podcasts, doing interviews, putting out press releases, doing high profile deals. And we're going to continue to add integrations and metal art and personalization. We're going to be able to do personalized Tinkerbell. So, or you're my little princess, Candace, and then you can put the princess there and it says your daughter's name. So we're going to be doing all kinds of really cool stuff.
So Justin said, can he put this on his existing e-commerce sites? So he had said, do the products integrate with ClickFunnels and WordPress?
It doesn't integrate with ClickFunnels or WordPress, but you can put it on a subdomain, right? So I put a lot of stuff on shop.launchcart.com or shop.stillworking9to5.com or just put it on a subdomain, and then that way you match the color schemes and the color palettes. So when they click on shop, it comes over and it looks integrated.
Fantastic. That's amazing. So Natalie, I'll get you Greg's email address so you guys can have a conversation about setting up for your thing. Amy Lee, any questions yourself?
I'm just over here tagging all my friends and stuff and getting them to come watch the live. So I look like I'm not paying attention, but it's because I'm having like, you need to get in here conversations.
Yeah, I in the comments you'll see us. I'm like, it's Amy Lee's just typing people's names. I don't understand what this is, but yes, I get it.
Yeah, I'm in the DMs. I'm the networker of us. Like I'm the one that's like, oh, you need this, and let me bring this over. And so I swear I'm paying all the attention. Quiz me later.
Very cool. Well, Amy Lee, so your shirt, he called it a panda shirt, but it's not a panda shirt. What is it?
No, it's definitely I'm the
Oh, it is a panda.
Yeah, see, he's got little ears that you can blend in.
Okay.
You kind of see him?
Yeah, we can barely see him, but I get
it. You could duplicate that pretty easy.
Yeah, this is from like Target or something. I'm definitely the panda person. Like pandas are my thing. So I'm gonna make my husband watch it because he's the analytical like buttony person. And I also tagged my web designer, who is one of my business partners as well. She's gonna eat this up because she's like, you need to make a Shopify store and to go find all the things on Amazon that you want. And I'm like, okay, I don't really want to do that.
Right.
Create a store, Panda Gifts, everything Panda. That could be the store, everythingpanda.com.
That would be amazing. I have the polkadotpanda.com. I have that domain.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
So Ron Siegel, we could be serious. We don't know. Does Launchcart have? He wants to type Lunchcart. I know, Ron, but it's Launchcart, right? Have the ability to give a discount code.
Of course, coupon codes, discount codes, site-wide sales. Yep.
And he'd like to give his loan clients $50 gift cards to buy stuff on his own store.
Yep.
Nice.
I do that. I have a Nathan Osmond of the Osmond family. He also has a company called Osmond Home Loans, and he does exactly that with his people that does a loan with him for their house, and gives them a coupon code to buy a water bottle or a shirt or something from his store.
Brilliant. And then Ron, I'm thinking Greg would be a great guest on your radio show too. How much will it go across? Because he goes live when he's on there too, so it will play out live where you can show the screen. But
on radio, it's such a unique story because anybody on here who's ever used Shopify, here's the problem with Shopify. Shopify is like getting this $1,400 smartphone, and all it does is make and receive a phone call. The only thing Shopify allows you to do when you sign up for it today is sell a product. If you want to collect customer reviews, you got to go to their app store. You got to search for and find another customer review and install it. Costs you more money. If you want to do exit pops, got to go search exit pops, find another app, install it. If you want to do notification bars, you got to go search notification bars, find the app, install it. If you want to do order bundles, and I could go on for an hour, right? And the next thing you know, you got about 20 apps installed, and now your store costs you $500 a month, and every app you install slows your store down. And anyone who knows anything about e-commerce knows when you slow your store down, you hurt conversions because no one wants to wait 13 seconds for your page to load. So by us building all this apps and functionality in natively, you don't have to search for it. You don't have to download it. You don't have to configure it. It's already built in, and we include it in our pricing model. So it's already included. So we say, hey, go sign up for Shopify, get all these functionalities. Your bill is $700. Sign up for us, $97 a month.
amazing. And if you guys can't make back $97, why are you opening a store? All right. It would be fun to have Greg on the show and show people how to make money. Joe, please connect us so we can set a date. I'll get my team to create a store before Greg comes on. Look at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. We're going to network, people, even though that's Amy Lee's job. She already said she's the networker of the group.
I just didn't want this poor gentleman to think that I'm over here like playing solitaire. That
It's like you've been accused of this before. Yes.
I have ADD. And I don't have it as bad as all the other people on here do, but I do have it. So I'm a multitasker. And if I can get more visibility on your brand, and I think it's a good thing, then I'll do that. Even if Joe tells me not to.
And everyone prefers speaking with Amy Lee over me.
Ron loves me. I love Ron. We have a thing. It's fine.
Yeah, it's there. So perfect. Greg, thank you. I do appreciate you so much. You have gone above and beyond. And I know you're in the first week of launching. So coming out and saying, hey, let's go carve out an hour, right, to talk to people is a big deal. So,
No, I'm just glad I showed up because I'm used to 10 minutes early to stuff like this. I showed up 1 minute before. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm texting him and he's like, who are you? And I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm so scared. Yes.
I didn't have you on my phone. Thank you, everybody. I always like to end this way. Look, I've been a personal development junkie my whole life, and getting around guys like Joe and really working to help each other is what we're all about. And I always like to end this way. Do what I do. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude. Find something to be grateful for. I love that mirror. I love that window. I love that ceiling. I love that I'm in a bed. Be grateful. Then find somebody and tell them you love them. I promise you'll have a better day. Peace.
Fantastic. Everybody. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate you.
Now go out and sell something.
Now I end it. All right, everybody. Go out and sell something on a Launch Card store. Take care.
Thank you.